Well, hello everyone out there in amazing, immense, huge land, in particular YouTube space, and I'm saying this in the very beginning of each of my videos here because I want to practice that, saying that under an invitation kind of thing, introductory plot, and see that all this penetrates or all the videos here at my spot. And if you're my attentive or not so attentive viewer, then hello everyone again, and thanks for following me for learning my track for whatever I'll be doing. You're still with me, and I feel that all. Guys, some people say that I am like making muffled sound. That is like not necessarily say that I'm intentionally reducing the clarity of my speech, but I try to speak like American, like they don't care about any people being able to understand what they say and uh, what they say is saying, because they're just saying that are just the way that they want, and I'm saying this, I'm sounding this out the way that I want. Probably later I'll be speaking very clearly to anyone else's ears and making efforts will be making efforts to pronounce every sound clearly, but it's not by now. It's not at that point of my life that I'm wanting to go back to that very beginning, very honest of things that I been taught at school, at the university, and it's my way. I'm going my way. I'm doing my way, and what I want to do, and that's it. That's not no need in saying something fluffy not related to that point at all, because I just said what I wanted. I put it straight, and always put things straight to be neat and distilled and concise and solid, and that way people will understand what your idea is, what your regards are, what your life approach and angles are, and the stuff that falls along these lines. Guys, kind of like still do what I do. I code. I wake up in the morning. I have my coffee. I make my bed. I make my bed later in the day, see, because I'm lazy creature. You know that all. So I have my coffee. I check my emails. I do what? I make my American stronger as I'm doing it right now. I follow some sources of information from different derivations and ethnicities of people, what they say, what they do on the whole globe, and that way I'm making my mind more prepared for my intraday future doings, including coding, including my American voice, including my American soul. I should say my American soul is uh, it wants to be spilled out on someone's ears, to be clear, to be understood, to be just be there. Just being there that matters for me. I mean, my being there matters for me. Me being in that world of American sounds, of American English, and those around and inside a group of maybe Native American speakers. They watch, probably they do watch what I do, and I know at least one person who watches my footages once in a while. Is Jack. Jack, hello. If you're watching this shit, I am applauding you for doing so. And I'm still on my way, which has no boundaries, which has no limits, which has pretty harsh roadblocks and conditions. And who said that life would be something easier? Now indeed. In that regard, why whine then? Why why not to be yourself? And I don't see any fucking reasons of not being yourself and not doing what you want to do in your life. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yes, it's my current video shoot, just not more, not less than that, and they're just I'm still in the process of going, heading towards my beloved goals, and I feel like they're reproaching me, but those they bend, they dodge me, they just escape, and they do not escape, but it's like you're nearing some location, but it gets slightly further. You make two steps, and it gets one step further from you, and that only one step counts, that you gave it an extra push. You made one step forward more than your goal is dodging you, going sideways, going like further away, and you and you catch it up. You you pass that point, and you keep going forward, and that's how you achieve your middle term objectives and middle run and short run objectives, guys. It's kind of like my shitty minute nothing preamble, and as we got it out of the way, let's do our main portions of our ramblings of our story of tonight, which has no meaning, no end, no beginning, no context, no relation. Just me, my silly head, talking about whatever in my American and my beloved headsets, which are glitching actually. They had these glitches like, I don't know, maybe 2 days ago, and I kind of like checked again that microphone thing, and it made like a roaring, slightly roaring background sound. It didn't go away. It still haven't gone away, and I don't even wanna touch it or fix it or fucking I don't fucking think that it gets some more difficult in that regard, because the problem appear they may just go away without asking your permission. I hope so. So that my glitch of my microphone and has this kind of things, they will go away and will never come back again. Those glitches regarding my headsets, what I put it here for you. And guys, if I said something incoherent to your Native American ears, probably you don't wanna lambast me too much. Just try to on your own, making your voice stronger in that language. I love my American, and I've been loving this just from the all my life, from the very moment that I was put on this planet for doing something. I was put on this planet for doing my American, for doing my coding, for making friendships with people. But people don't get that real friendship. They always have to, not necessarily how to, they treat you the way they love you, you allow them to treat you. And all those people, they're like in nature, you know, if you allow some creature to approach you closer, it gets closer, but it's not necessarily meaning that that creature is gonna influence you in some good way. Probably only have that distance between you and your person. Even like, I don't know, not as closest friends, is separate issue. I'm not talking about them at all here. I'm talking about random average people. People are good, people are bad, some are just pricks and scums and shit and fluff, and some are out of those varieties of people. Some of those are good, but don't let them go too close to you. Don't keep that distance, keep that just communication mode that suits you, not them. Probably them too as well, but you go first, and then their attitudes and habits go. Only that way counts, at least for me. I've been there, I tried a lot of approach, and I'm telling you that very honestly. I'm not pulling a punch here. I'm trying to keep things nice and clear and concise and understood. Keep my narration of tonight directly to the point, which has, by the way, no point at all. Thanks again for practicing along with me. I don't fucking know what I'm practicing, but I'm practicing my ever going, ever spreading American. And thanks you for doing so. And if you're staying tuned right now, and I wish you to be that way all the time. And thanks again for doing so. I just fucking know what we're doing, but I'm practicing my American. Be good, get all, stay tuned, and thanks again for being with me, and for doing of yours, and for doing on my own in the first place. And we'll be paralleling, keeping our tracks paralleling each other all the way that we head forward. Thanks again for being with me, and again, be practice, be always good. And if I can see any fucking reason I'm not being good all the time, I delegated the right to be good all the time. Thanks for being around, for staying tuned, and for being with me tonight. Keep practicing, so around, guys, very soon. Thanks again. Have a nice one. Peace out.